Hi you guys, I am checking in. It is Sunday, so it is Sunday evening and my husband is bored, so he's pestering my daughter in the living room. So if you hear screaming, that's what that is. It's funny because Rosie is my husband in girl form and my firstborn James is me in boy form. And so it's really funny how when Jake is bored, he pesters, and so does Rosie. Anyway, so if you hear chaos in the living room, it's fine. Okay, this week is market prep week. I have a market on April 5th, and today is what? I think it's the 16th of March, so I have like 3 weeks till my market, I think. So I'm really amping up market prepping, and I feel like I at least kind of have an idea of what I'm doing for inventory and what I want to do. So the biggest new thing is I decided yesterday I think I'm going to do like a big little stuffy deal at my stand. So I got this idea when I started making one of my new favorite patterns to make, which is this free pattern that I mentioned at the end of my last video. This is Tilly the Tiny Turtle by Crochet with Luna, and I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Tilly the Turtles. I'm making a 6th one right now. So I've made 5 of those, and then I decided to buy the tofu turtle pattern. And I know I'm late to the game on this because a lot of people love this, but I'm obsessed with making these. So I have made a big size tofu. I've been wanting to buy this color at Walmart for a while. This is in Sailor's Delight. It's a variegated yarn from Bernat, and I love it for a turtle shell. So that's with, and this is like smoky green, I think. And then this is Bernat Seafoam, and light teal, I think is the name of the shell. And then this one I just made today in the car. This is with Bernat Pow Purple and like baby lilac or something. So I have these 3 in the tofu turtle, and then I'm planning to make a bigger size for, they have these matches. See, they each have their match. So I still need to make a pink tofu turtle and this, your basic colors, brown and green tofu turtle. And then what I think I'm gonna do is have this, like these will normally be maybe like $15 to $17. And these would maybe be like $7 on their own. But if you buy a big and little together, you would get a discount of like $1 or $2 off. And kind of market them as a big and little pair. So I was thinking like if you had an older sibling and a younger sibling, they could get the matching set and get a discount on their price. So I thought it'd be fun to match up patterns like this if you wanted to do something at your market. So again, this is Tofu Turtle. This is by, oh no, is it Meg Makes Crochet? I don't know, I'll put it down at the bottom. And this is Tilly the Tiny Turtle, but they kind of are like the same pattern, just bigger and smaller. And then I thought I would pair up for frogs. This is from False Bubbles. I've showed this so many times. The Booty Frogs from False Bubbles. It's a free tutorial on YouTube. Although there's a bazillion free frog patterns you could just make a booty on Instagram. And then I would pair that with a pocket frog. This is the pocket frog pattern from Lacromi. I haven't put his mouth on yet, but I haven't put a mouth on the big or little of this color. This is in light teal. But again, this would be like, you could get $15 on its own, $6 on its own, or you could buy the pair for like 20 bucks and save $1. So I thought I would pair that. Again, this is False Bubbles, Cheeky Turtle Tutorial, and Lacromi's Pocket Frog. There are lots of pocket frog patterns. I have right now made just 3 of them, but I'm gonna make more. I have 6 booty frogs made. So I'm done with the booty frogs, but I need to make more of the pocket frogs for the big and little deal. And then I was going to do So Mabel chickens, I normally sell for $12. So I have a basket of Mabels. I made these a long time ago. Mabel chickens, and I would pair them with the Stitched by Nanette chicken. That's a free pattern on Instagram. You could get one for 12, one for 5, or get both of them together for 15. I think I'm gonna try this too with, I haven't made any, but possums. I need to restock my possums. That's on the agenda for this week, but I thought I could do possums, and then with the, for the little pattern, I have my, I don't know, maybe this is too big for a little, but this is my mouse pattern, but I'm thinking about making it in possum colors and just making it a mini possum. So I'd have a big and mini possum to buy. And then I also just saved a free baby axolotl pattern on Instagram. I might try that with the loops and knots axolotl and make that a big and little pattern set to buy. So I'm really excited about this because I kind of felt all over the place with what I was gonna do at my market. So I'm leaning towards that. It is so dark. Okay. Anyway, for the rest of the night, I think I'm gonna make more of these Tilly the Tiny Turtles because I'm obsessed. So I might make one more of these with another variegated yarn as the shell. And then I might work on the bigger versions of the pink in the tofu pattern and make a bunch of turtles. So that is my first update of the week. This is going to definitely be a market prep vlog because that is my focus. All right, I have no light, so that was really long. Hi guys, it is, what is today? Monday. And I'm going to show you a little bit of a different project than my typical crochet things. I am making March Madness brackets to put on our wall in our living room. So I thought maybe you'd want to watch me do that. We do this every year. It's our tradition. It's our tradition, and so I thought maybe you'd want to see that put together. William, you're a mess.
if you're wondering what we are doing, we are actually making banana muffins. So that's really fun. It's going really well. Let me show you guys.
Guys, it is Tuesday. We just finished all of our school and I am restocking possums. You guys, I haven't made a possum since, I don't know, it's been months. I haven't made them. I sold out of them at my last market and I didn't even make them for my last market. I just had them left over from the market before. So I don't know how long it's been since I made a possum, and I forgot how much I love making possums and how cute they are. They're like one of the cutest patterns. I did switch. Usually I make this guy with a dark gray body, but I used a light gray yarn this time, and I really like the light gray more than the dark gray. This pattern is kind of my own, sort of. So I bought a pattern from Crochet by Jenna. And this was a long time ago. It's like one of the first patterns I purchased. But it was for a little possum. And when I made it, I didn't like how small it was. So I modified the pattern to make a much chunkier possum, a bigger possum, and to make the face more, like less pointy. I like more round looking stuffies. I think they look cuter than the more narrow. So I made his nose not as narrow as hers, and I made the body a lot bigger and chunkier. And I think I'm going to make a couple more of these, and then I think I'm going to try modding my Market Mouse pattern into a possum by using the possum color changes to make a big and a little. But yeah, I forgot how much I love making possums. So good morning. Actually, it's not morning. I am on a possum binge right now. This is my 4th large possum. I've also made a small possum. Rosie has decided that she wants to help me roll all my yarn again because it was kind of a mess. And she has done...
Hold on. It's a mess already.
I'm getting chastised. Okay. So she already rolled up my Mainstays white yarn. She rolled up my Baby Bee Snugs and Kisses and Teddy. She rolled up my Hot Pink Sparkle, my Baby Blanket in Light Teal, and my green Bernat Blanket yarn. And now she's doing the bright blue. It's the Bernat Brights blue. I forget what the name of it is, but she's on a roll. She said she likes doing the baby blanket better than the regular blanket because it's softer. So she's going to roll up my baby sand after this, even though it's not really in that bad of condition. But she's going to town. And I'm hoping to finish up another possum and then get started on a couple more turtles.
Hi.
Hi, you guys. It is Thursday.
Snakes.
And we're making snakes. Yes. So I wanted to show you my bedroom is, look at my giant bag of polyfill back here. Anyway, I'm just sitting on the floor in front of my bed working on some snakes. So I had gotten this one done, gosh, it's been like a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago now, and I wanted to make some more of him. So I wanted to make a rainbow gradient snake, and that is what I worked on yesterday. So this guy, he kind of works from pink, red down to violet, and then back pink, violet to red and pink again on the end. Yes, so I got these 2 finished. I think I'm going to sell these for $25 a piece because they are pretty sizable. And then I'm working on one more. I think this is 3 is all I'm going to make, but I am making this guy into a rattlesnake. This is with that yarn that I bought at Walmart, the Sailor's Delight variegated yarn from Bernat that I've had my eye on forever, but I didn't know what to make with it. Rattlesnake. So I have gotten all the way down to the last 8 rounds on this guy. And I think what I'm going to do now is for the last 8 rounds, I'm going to switch to, this is Baby Sand. And I'm going to switch to this and I'm going to follow the pattern, but I'm going to add a bunch of bobble stitches onto the tail end of the pattern to make his tail into a rattle. I wish I had some like beads or something so that when I shook it, it actually made a rattle sound, but I didn't think that far ahead. So yeah, this is what he is looking like so far. This is the coolest yarn color. I love it. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can add a rattle on this guy and then show you him. I also need to run up to the library to print off copies. I don't have a printer in my house. I need to go print off copies of mine and the kids' brackets because March Madness starts today. So we do a big family challenge every year, and I love to have all the kids highlight their brackets and rewrite teams, you know, that we get right or wrong. So I have to go do that here because the games start in like an hour. Let me show you what else we've worked on. Rosie, will you go get all my possums?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Rosie's gonna go get all my possums.
She's coming in the Spy Dominator.
Okay, I have my camera on a stand squished into my yarn crib next to my only partially made bed. Okay, so here's a better view of my 3 snakes now that I have my camera set up. So I have the blue, green, and yellow striped. I have the rainbow striped. And now I am working on this rattlesnake in the variegated yarn. Okay. So I'm gonna start working on his rattle, and I will have 3 of these. And then I also wanted to show you, I've been making possums this week. So I've made 1, 2, 3, 4 large possums. I think that is all I'm gonna make, maybe, possibly, for this size. So I have these done, and then I did, it was so funny because I talked about maybe making a mod earlier this week of my market mouse into a possum. And then I had a girl on Instagram, I will put her name down here, who tagged me in a story. Where did you just find these?
In the couch crack.
In the couch crack? My keys! These have been missing for a month.
I found them.
They were in the couch crack. James just found them.
I was looking for one of the characters and I found those.
Guys, I was sure that William had hidden these somewhere, but I guess they just fell into the abyss of the couch. I have my car keys! Thanks, James. Okay, sorry. Before that super awesome excitement, I was saying that a girl on Instagram tagged me in her story. She had made a possum mod of my market mouse right when I was mentioning that in a video that I had not even put out yet. I hadn't put out this video yet at that point. But it's so funny that I mentioned that and then somebody tagged me making my market mouse into a possum. But I did go ahead and mod my market mouse into a little mini possum. I think he's so cute. I've only made 1 of these. Here's the size difference. So I usually sell these for 18. So these I will probably sell for 10, maybe 10, 12, I don't know. Probably 10, and see how they do. So I need to make some more of these little possums. However, I had like half a cup of coffee sitting on my coffee table all day, and then William fell like off the couch, did something with limbs flailing, knocked my coffee cup off the coffee table, got all over the side of our couch and all over my white yarn. So I need to like unravel half of that ball and throw it away, which is so upsetting. But, so I can't make any more possums right now until I do that or get a new skein of white yarn. But yeah, I have some possums made for my market. Look how cute. I love their little feet. Okay, I am going to see if I can make a rattlesnake tail. It's me again, checking in. I have gotten dressed, so that's exciting. And I finished the rattlesnake tail on my big snake that I was working on. I wish I would have stuffed, I kind of left this top part unstuffed because I didn't want this tail to be huge, but now I'm wishing I would have stuffed this little tip better. But I really love how the alternating bobble stitches worked on this little rattle. So I really like how he turned out. My kids really like him. I love his colors. So yeah, rattlesnake is done. I'm torn on what to work on next. I should start working on like my team stuff, like my Willie the Wildcats and KU Jayhawks, but I just, to be quite honest, they're not the most exciting, fun things to make. But they sell well, so I need to make some. And the games are on, so I should be excited to make it. But what I actually want to make is some more tofu turtles. And I think I kind of want to make one, like a daisy one and a sunflower one. I think those would be really cute. Just make their shells into daisies or sunflowers. I think they would be springy and flowery. I guess sunflowers are more fall, but just a flower is spring-y. So I think I might work on those because I want to make those right now. Hi, Lily. Did you come to sun yourself today? Did you find a nice spot? She loves this spot right here by the house. Hi, Lily girl. Yes, good girl, good girl. What? What? I don't have any snackies. Say hi, Will.
Hi.
Sorry, we don't have any snackies for you. I think you probably already ate the peanut butter and jelly I set out. Yeah, I think you probably already ate that. Hi, girls. Hi, girls. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to be a pig. It's a beautiful day to be a pig. Yes. Good Hello, it's Friday. I'm going to try to get this video up by today. However, last week I didn't get everything edited till like 1 in the morning, and then I released it right then. I think that was not a good idea. So if I can't get this edited and posted like by late afternoon, early evening, I'll probably wait to put this up tomorrow. But I wanted to show you guys I was disciplined and I worked on my Jayhawks. I don't know why I was whining about this yesterday. These are so cute. I highly recommend, if you can make a pattern or buy a pattern and adjust it with colors to make local mascots, I highly suggest doing so. So I kind of went off. I have a pattern. I haven't released it, but I have a pattern similar to my robin pattern that is for an eagle. And I just did my eagle in Jayhawk colors and added eyebrows. And now I have a college mascot. These sold out at my last market, besides one, like my first generation one, which wasn't nearly as cute. I sold all 5 of the ones I brought. So I'm definitely going to have some of these available. Oh, I got these 2 done. Will. This is all I have left of my red. So I need to go buy more red yarn. So I can't make any more Jayhawks, but I am going to work on a couple flower turtles. Wow, there's so much happening right now. But oh, let me show you the brackets on our walls, by the way.
Yes.
Okay, here are what the brackets are looking like after the games yesterday. James and I are tied for 2nd place in our big local bracket pool, so that's kind of fun. Okay, guys, I was really hoping this would get here early today so I could include it in this video. I made my first ever order from Hirschner's. Is that how you say this? Hirschner's with 2 R's at the front. Somebody, maybe I'll go back and find the comments so I can put her name. Somebody told me about this site. I'd never heard of it before, but I put a big order for, big for me, for Premier Yarn, Premier Chenille Basics, and I am so excited. Look at this. A lot of this is browns, so I hope that's not exciting to people. But I got a couple fun colors. Let's do the fun colors first. Okay, hey, shh. The first one is Premier Basic Chenille Brights in the color Mint. So this is in the color Mint. I've never had a true mint color. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, Mint.
And green.
And then I got this spring green. I think I'm going to try this out on these little... Oh, Rosie, will you run and get that little chicken that I'm supposed to make the sprout on in my Easter basket? Okay, so I got this color. This is, again, Premier Basic Chenille Brights in the color Kiwi. What a fun name. This is only 112 yards and 150 grams, whereas I believe the Bernat is like 300 grams. So this is like half the size of a Bernat skein. But anyway, okay, I made this earlier this week. This is a free pattern. I will put her name that released it on the bottom. It's these little chickens, and they have these little green like leaf sprouts coming out of the top of their head. But I think I'm going to use this color for the green sprout on top. I'm excited to make a few more of these with that. Okay, next let's do some browns. So I got 2 rolls of this color. This is in Rust. I have already bought this color before, and I'm almost through with the skein, so I ordered 2 more. This is another color that I have, but I'm almost out of. Hey, in the color Caramel.
Okay.
These colors were recommended from Awestruck Crochet, who is like my favorite crocheter to watch on YouTube. I have a lot of people I love to watch on YouTube, but I love her. All her colors and aesthetic and everything she makes is so cute. Sorry, there's so much chaos going in the background. And then this is a new color. This is another very yellowy shade of brown. This is in the color Curry. So this is a very, let me show you in comparison. So I got 2 of those, but here it is compared to Caramel. And here it is compared to Rust. So you can kind of see the differences in those colors. This one is a lot yellower, and this has a lot more of a red undertone, but kind of the same mid-tone brown. Okay, so anyway, those are browns I got. I was running low on browns, so... And then my last fun color I got is pink. This pink, I'm a sucker for a bright pink. This is in the color Bubblegum, and it is, that's a perfect name for this too. So these were my bright colors, Bubblegum, Mint. Oh, I love these so much. Kiwi, I love these colors so much. Anyway, that was my big yarn haul. So fun! Bright and neutral. Bright and neutrals. So anyway, so I spent $50 with shipping to get these. And it's basically like buying, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.5 skeins of Bernat.
This is my favorite.
I can get Bernat at Walmart for like $10 a skein. So I'm basically spending the same amount of money as I would buying 4 skeins of Bernat blanket, which is, again, double the size of these at Walmart with shipping included. So I'm pretty pleased with the price. Hey, by the way, I had to throw like half my white skein of yarn away because I had coffee all over, but I have made my daisy shell for my turtle. I've made my daisy shell for my turtle, and I'm gonna do this green in the body, so I'm working on getting that finished. All right, guys, I am in squalor over here. The couch is covered with, more yarn, books, fluff, Smoothie King, good knit. All right, I'm gonna wrap this video up just because I want to have time to edit this. But I finished my little daisy turtle. He turned out so cute. This is still the tofu turtle pattern. On the front loop only round, I just alternated between, I think half double, 2 double crochets, half double, and then 2 slip stitches all the way around to make the petals. I did put his eyes on one round too low, so I tried to fix it by adding eye detail and eyebrows to try to make it look less low down on his face. But anyway, and then I added these little, kind of in a darker yellow, these little seed details on his shell, because I'll probably have him for a little more expensive. But yeah, here he is. I also added a little sprout with the kiwi color in my new yarn I just ordered to my little ducky. So I'll probably stick him in an Easter egg. There's better lighting. I think next video I'll be working more on Easter makes. Sorry the last of this whole video was kind of chaotic. There's a lot of just craziness in the background, so sorry if that is distracting. Hello, it's editing Kayla. I'm laying in my bed. I am overstimulated. The last, like, all my clips from today and really all week have been so just like my kids are all up in. Every time I turn on the camera, they like swarm me. I mean, they swarm me anyway. Like constantly, I'm being swarmed by small children. But my husband was like grinding coffee beans in the background. Luke's changing clothes. I'm trying not to film him in his underwear. There's like, kids were playing with those push button books where it makes noise. There was just so much chaos. So I'm sorry that was kind of crazy. That is my life, and I'm really good at like tuning out the just constant noise that's just feeding into my brain at all times. But I realize that is not the case for a lot of you, so I'm sorry. Sorry there was so much of that going on in this video. Next week I'm hoping to focus on like finishing up my like Easter things. And then the week after that, I will have a market. Or is it 2 weeks from now? I'll have a market to show you. So that's fun. Okay, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'm going to try to get this up.